In this lecture, we are going to discuss Linux file system. So, what is our file system? I want to go. This is our file system, right? This is where now we are in on our operating system, and we have these all things. And just you observe, and where is our putty? And here, both terminals you observe. So, bin, boot, lib32, the plenty are available. So right now I want to explain what is the use of this temp and what is use of this boot, root, bin, sbin. So we are going to cover some basic level. Directories are most important in the Linux and in a Windows. In a Windows we have a drives like C drive, D drive, E drive, F drive, and within the drive we are having different type of directories like a folders. The same way this Linux is also having a structure, directory structure, but this is the root directory. Within the root directory the all accounts are there, all directories are there. So this root account is only having a permission to open this all the directories, and Linux is provides this is a root user, and there are this is a root admin, and it provide we may create approximately 63 users. It supports 63 users. So these 63 users want to connect the same operating system, right? So what we need some privacy. So for that these root account having a high privileges, and this users may require they take the permission from this admin, right? So each and every directory we are going to discuss, right? The first one I'm going with this one slash. What is this? This directory is called as the root directory. It is the top of the file system. Why? Because under this root only all the directories are available. All other directories are placed under it. Simple one, right? So the next one, there is a one special directory is there. This is a root. This is the default home directory of the root. This is a default home directory of the root. In the Linux, administrator is called as the root. So who's the admin, and admin having access, and that this is nothing but admin directory, right? And the next one is home. Here it contains a home directories of all users. Suppose this root directory, this root having a permissions to create a users. Suppose this Linux operating system supports 63 users, and this root user can create 10 users. 10 users it creates, means that this home directory contains 10 directories of these 10 users. Simply this home directory contains how many folders, how many directories, then we call it as that number of users are assigned to this Linux operating system. So when any user logs into the current working directory, by default is the user home directory, right? So if in case 63 users are there, suppose in the 10 users, this what is a home directory for this? There is a home directory. This is a home directory for the users, and this root directory is for this one root, right? Root persons only having that. The next one more directory we are going to focus, that is a boot. It contains the kernel, which is the core of the OS. So which is the core of the OS. It relevant to this directory is having some booting folders. It contains like a file related and booting the OS related files are loaded here. The next one, sbin. What is a sbin? System binary. It is nothing but system binary. It contains essential system commands which can only be used by the root user. Only root user can access it. Some commands, it having some system binary commands are available that can be used by only like if config and restart, reboot is only having a permission for this root only, root users only, and disk for permission any you require to any partitions. So that kind of permissions is having only root. For that, sbin is only access permission by default root user only. The next one, bin directory. So what is the bin? Bin is nothing but binary. It contains essential command which are used by all users. So it contains some commands, and what it contains, this bin folder, and all users can use that. All users, like a ping command, ping, cat, more, and some any file relevant commands like a make directory and remove directory. Some commands are there, right? cd, ls command, these type of all commands are under this bin folder. So this bin folder can access by anyone, any means any admin, either user, any user account. This sbin is only for root, and this bin is for root plus user. Anyone can be used. The next one more is there, a variable. What is var? Var is nothing but variable file. It contains variable information such as lags, print queries. So, and here within the var there are log files will be stored here. And one more is dev. Dev is nothing but device. It contains information about all hardware devices details. One more is etc. It contains all configuration files. Configuration files in the sense, suppose we install some Jenkins, either Java application and a Tomcat application, any Maven. So what kind of applications you initialized, that application configuration files are saved under this etc file. Etc directory contains configuration files, configuration. So all type of application configuration files available here. The next one, opt. Where is opt? Opt directory. Opt for optional. Opt is for optional. It generally contains a third party softwares and media. What is a media? It is the default mount point for removable storage media such as CD-ROM, like a CD-ROM, pen drives, and DVD. These such type of media files are available. Pen drive. So another directory, that is a lib. Another directory, lib. It contains system library. Lib contains system library and a PROC, like it is for process information. It contains process information. And one more is a temp directory. It contains temporary files. So here, so I want one question. First one is, what is sbin and a bin? And if you want to we have a two users, user 1 and user 2. What is a bin? Bin is for root only, root persons only, and sbin is for root only, and bin for root and users. And these commands only for root users, and this one root and users, anyone can be used. And here one more question, there is a user 1 want to send one file to user 2, and user 2 need to send the one file to user 1, vice versa, right? So here this user 1 and user 2 in same server, then how they can be saved, how they can be sent? So here the temp directory, with the help of temp directory. Why? Because temp directory is allowing all users. It is available for all users. Every user can be stored here and another user can retrieve the data. It is for all. And remaining all directories, every user having their own structure, file structure. Based on user point of view, file structure will be available. So here root is for only root users, and bin for only root users, and remaining all, the temp is for all users, and home is for all users, and remaining some permissions are only under root users, and every user having the same directory structure. Just you observe here, these are directory. So anything you observe, boot cd boot, I want to open cd boot, under cd boot ls. So these all are, what is the system configuration, system details, right? System booting files. So anything you observed here, cd slash sbin. So these all are the R commands. Either you want to go with the cd slash bin ls. Yes, these all commands. These all are the commands, right? Thank you so much. Have a nice day. Bye bye.